This is what happened at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in South Florida last February as a breakdown of not one system, but many.
If you look to and see what we've seen, you see clearly with the school system in Broward County, there was total system failures. If you look at the Broward Sheriff's Office that day, total system failures. And that response, there was total system failures.
Polk's sheriff, a member of the commission studying the incident, told members of the Tiger Bay Club the accused shooter, Nicholas Cruz, had clear sailing from square one. Judd says no one picked up on the fact that he was about to do something horrific.
The Uber driver that let him out at the school carrying Cabela's gun case with magazine pouches. Come on, man.
A school monitor.
Come on, man. Gun case.
Who knew he had a troubled past.
With magazine pouches.
Saw him and didn't tell anyone.
Come on, man.
Cruz just kept moving forward with his plan.
The shooter arrived, walked through an unlocked open gate into an unlocked open schoolroom or school building and fired shots for 35 seconds before we ever received notice.
The deputy on campus did not get to where the shooting was taking place for 1 minute and 39 seconds. By then, 22 people had been shot, 9 fatally. The commission says the Broward Sheriff's Office fell well short of what it should have done because its deputies were not prepared. Their agency had active shooter protocols, but Judd says they were weak. So was its training for its employees.
The failures are rampant in this event. Rampant. And rampant. And rampant. And it breaks your heart.
As bad as all this sounds, there could be additional information. Realize that the commission is going to be studying this issue, what happened at Parkland, for the next...
Hey y'all, it is January the 15th, 2019. Thank you for joining me. I just wanted to share with you that video. That's breaking news that was dropped today. I believe it's a Mr. Sheriff Grady Judd on the scene talking about stuff he doesn't like. All right, we don't like that stuff either. I really enjoyed, and I think that it should become a meme, total system failure.
Total system failures.
Total system failure.
Total system failures.
That's a good name for it. Total system failure. You know, it's the same where I come from. It goes a little bit of something like this. You can't F up that hard without trying to F up. Right? Basically, total system failure, basically what I wanted to interject is, how possible is total system failure? How could everybody and their mama not know what to do that day and do the exact opposite of what they were supposed to do? All right. And of course, I can't, I might sound paranoid to everybody, but of course I can't blame Sheriff Grady Judd for not calling people out and saying, hey, look, I think something serious is happening behind the scenes around here. All right. Of course, Gary Judd couldn't say that. That would be suicide, basically. Because what if he was wrong? Like, that would be a career suicide. In a sense, like, you can't just put that out there. You can't ruin your case if you have a case building, all sort of things. There's a certain sort of demeanor that you should have in public. I think Gary Judd, I think he presented that very well. Right, but total system failure, like I said, you know, sometimes people fail so hard that they must have been trying to fail. They must have been trying to fail. And, you know, only time will tell. And it will all come to the light. That is only a matter of time. All right, so we're here to watch the show. All right, but meanwhile, I wanted to bring up this. All right, and this may sound, I don't know if anybody else hears me out there. I don't know if you feel me out there. All right, but I wanted to bring up the fact is that I don't hear people talking about Mr. Nazar Hamzy. All right, I hear some people talking about him. All right, in fact, I've seen and heard some people talking about him for years too, including especially a Joe Kaufman. Check him out, probably calling out Nazar Hamzy and all sort of nefarious details in his background, all sort of people he knows and has dealings with, and his, basically his experience, if you will. All right. I'm not the first one to call him out by a long shot. I'm not a genius or a psychic, but I think that people are going to start thinking about him more and more. Mr. Nazar Hamzy, I do want to add that, okay, everybody on these animations and this and that you heard from, everybody whose name that you heard, every last one of them are going to get suspended and discharged and resign and retire. Every last one of them. All right? You know what I'm saying? If you thought it was a game, no, it's not a game. All right? And you're seeing them drop like flies. I just saw an Adderley had to go ahead and get let go, and all sort of people. It's just everybody. It's a free-for-all. All right. That being said, I'm not the best investigator out there. I want some people to help me out if they could. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where to find Nazar Hamzy on the BSO website. I don't know where to find him there. I don't know where to find his exact position in the sheriff's office or anything like that, and I might be missing it. But according to the Nazar Hamzy Facebook, with the just awkward, completely just tone-deaf cartoons that he has on his Facebook, but according to that Facebook with the bald, he recently changed it to a bald eagle on profile cover. All right, not fooling anybody, but Nazar Hamzy, according to his Facebook, he's still on the BSO. What's he doing there? Literally, what is he doing there? I'm asking the question, like, what's his job? Besides going to mosques and teaching them how to... Since when have you ever heard of that? Have you ever heard of another sheriff's office ever doing this? All right? What is his job title? What has he been up to lately? How come he's laying so low? Does it have anything to do with the calamity going on in his county? I don't know. But I'm not the first person to ask this. No, not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. And so we're seeing all the pieces fall into place day by day. And for some reason or another, I don't know why. Typically this is not the case, but I've been 100% right up till now. All right. And like I said, I'm not the only one. All right. Anyways, I'll holler at y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thing is, this right here, this is the beginning of the documentary. All right. Or actually, I'm going to start working on it today. I kind of gave myself a little bit of a grace period. This sort of thing is quite taxing on one's soul, and so it took a little bit of a break, but I think I'm done with the break. I think there's going to be a documentary. I think it's underway. I think it's going to have a lot to do with Mr. Nazar Hamzy. I think it's going to have a lot to do with Sheriff Israel, and it might even have a lot to do with the FBI or the Nation of Islam. I don't know. I'll holler at y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all give me some clues and some hints and some tips, and I appreciate y'all. I'll holler at y'all. It's January the 15th, 2019.